Abunana na yiri kwaba. Akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awoboajo. Asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete. Wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba. Ejo no bi no nta bie eja wo mu ana mi di asem. Asa shiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu asono biaba. Wo do man ko mo ba de ehye yense. Yeni nsa wo so eni je ni adrewo. Afe wo nua bi wi ase asoni mu. Eba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa. No bi asem yo bi asmo. Oni pada sani awon manwe mu wo wi ase ha. Asam to nyonko na to be bia nkemfa ho. Menso metene be bia nka me pema ye den. Nanso wadoma
ko me brati. Isranka wuo. Isanyame medawasi. Hey.
Afa, where do you top money who na se ana?
But me
congratulations. Now, I hear will try.
Kessben 92.9.
It's a Kwasutra Nautra will be the congratulations. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir. But you did the same penalty free.
Oh, your friend, Kwajuria.
Free, hey? Hey, La Paz, I know where we need to pay.
Oh, Mr.
Oh, I can't punch you.
I'm Maakye at the front of Gabuta. Maybe I'm a day. So we've been here. One bonia. Come a peck, maybe a man. So I said, you know, you're working.
I see.
Ha!
Now, Kaje. Yes, I don't pay your check Ghana for Sika.
Hey!
And Tino, so what's here near?
Hey!
Your baby is simple. Assignment, you know, a very simple. Your baby is a Kessben cash pot.
That's right.
A buy ye a bit one crop for pa. And so who say with TV? Obe who say yeah the squeeze back no Eddie atoso.
Yeah.
Short code no very simple.
Any star 22556 star 2 hash. Simple and I will avoid you. I star 25 star. There we now.
Star 256
star 256 star 2 hash.
That's right.
Star 256 star 2 hash.
That's right.
Star 256 star 2 hash.
That's right.
Now them. I just wait for man to come.
Exactly.
Because we are so this guy this so anti. But Utia Kessben. Na ya Sanchez Capres one. And said you are moku abonka to kwan.
I just uncle wine.
It's another pay. I drop a four mutika.
That's right.
Muamotishem, we are dropping a break. Nayabi. Because Uncle Mubede. Only father said, so the other part, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Every book drum quatrandi.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I didn't come back to no is 100 Ghana cities.
Why
you have a check the father said 1,000 Ghana cities. 1,000 Ghana cities. 1 million start 10. Hey, you start
1 million start 10.
We have to be chini patum.
Now, you check 1,000 Ghana cities. And you have many pahe.
Yeah, many pamienu.
Okay.
And remember, could be each individual benya 1,000 Ghana cities and not pay.
Okay.
And another pay, you check 2,000 Ghana cities. Upon that, them 20 million.
And it's short code, you know.
I was there for one day. For near. Because we can say every man message say 1% one would dimmer in your idea.
Okay.
If you got ready, young call, phone is a say.
Okay.
Phone is a phone, be out to me, yeah.
Yes.
Phone, be out to me, yeah. What my phone,
yeah.
Young call, and yeah, but star 2. Yan and tell me, oh, my minister, okay. What my young call, star 2 5 6. Na say me a star ni bi
star.
Afebo 2 hash. Afe press select option 2.
That's right.
Ene ulo no. Kunkurein.
And if watch option 2 no. Aya Kessben FM Accra.
Yes sir. Yeah, me check 10 million.
Option 2 no Aya Kessben FM Accra. Ati ubedi 10 million no pay.
And I no pay we 1,000 Ghana cedis 10 million. And ya dia just Udamu ni nyina ano eni janku o wani mi sere 10 million 10 million ena ya wadai ya wada no pa a wa kira ye fiada o kira ye weekends
exactly
awurade emfa ni agro patch of phone says here star 256 star 2 hash na option 2 no what select it
that's right
select option 2 no na mia so ena ewulo no kunkulen
I think patch dial star 256 star 2 hash star 256 star 2 hash now was selected option 2 for Kessben Cashport, you know. Option 2 Kessben FM Accra 92.9 Bonse Boho but you said you catch your car and I don't pay your chobia 1,000 Ghana cedis nipa me no moje ediako na would you be you chop money when you free money and your say na
free money David one pam one ya she u phone na fa na mi aso keke
okay
simple and tietia and first can ni agro e be ma wu nisika no eye be fia na so ankonya
Ejaro veje ka crash
out nefie eye wo krom wan hwe ye be mu aso ankonya gwara bete wafa aka plastic chair mi enu o nisika udi 1000 ska ba botom
akraba ho Parawe do we da say besa bo aso bi na Bacho Endra amapayi na na dan kwakufu ado ene eye na so afo ahodo na no ekopie mu ewo awoma so in the Ashanti region na the K1TPP plant no womo ekokore lanche ye beka Kumasi 1 thermal power plant K1TPP edino eno no de Mary plant as say edino asesa no Endra omampanyin ekokopa ho entoma na omampanyin the okay nyina no wase wadagana for nso asepa na challenges are abai nyina no Ghana for anya ahotoso in fact monya abotren so e de amana ban no enti ma yenko na yenti omampanyin emra
transmission and distribution our government is made and continues to make significant investments towards the provision of reliable and competitively priced electricity to assure economic growth. This is part of our commitment to realizing the 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I do acknowledge Regional Minister for Energy, ladies and gentlemen and Nananum, the challenges that the people of the Central indeed of other parts of the country have had to endure very recent times over the supply of power. And I can only thank you for the patience you have exhibited in the face of these challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, I must perforce thank the Tufu Asantehene, who graciously intervened with the authorities of the Kwame Appiah University of Science and Technology to release a portion of their land for the construction of this power station and gas pipeline infrastructure. And I thank the Vice Chancellor of the university for this important contribution. I thank also the chiefs and people of Bangladesh and indeed all stakeholders who contributed in diverse ways to making this project a reality. Industrialization agenda and position Ghana to become a net exporter of electricity in the ECOWAS region. Our national electrification rate of 88.8% is one of the highest on the continent, and the goal is to have full electricity access by the end of this year. Congratulate to GRIDCO, ECG, TMPC, and Johnson Energy for the respective roles they have played in bringing this project to fruition. I urge the Ashanti Regional Minister to provide the necessary assistance to ensure the efficiency and safety of this very important power station. And I charge the heads of our public utilities, of our power utilities, to work to improve their efficiency and reliability so as to drive down costs. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of this project in the Ashanti region and the improved electricity supply it will provide imply that we must promote even further the industrialization of our country. I invite domestic and foreign investors to invest by putting up viable commercial structures that will utilize the resources.
Mame na wasibiem omapayin na adodan kwekufuado ana wote say o kasano 49 after 7 aha eye Kessben say what join here. Thank you so much once again. Radio eye 92.9 o TV so aha eye Kessben TV on DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121 and free to air on your digital TV so adope unyaye. And I'm grateful for your time. Na Endra Minister in charge of energy so ekasaye ma yentie Dr. Maakye Kubi prempe na yembra
na the Ghana for very into Obama MPP na that dan kwa Akufo-Addo no na Ghana this is over here waye osi adle obi baako eti na na ne ba ha die no mosi na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo do here na mpani nso eni maka so important bi ani wa bi na ko so cha asanteman asanteman ni na bi ni ena wo so ya tia asesema pa today when you ba ha and for some ebi si ya ba mada ebi si asanteman da na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo ti ebi esi ene Obina Sabia, Uncle Baby. Obina Sabia, I want to be your beauty. And I do Osia Wasano, Osa, Wacha, Ghana, the as well as yes, and so be able to again the alcohol. It was a soldier. I'm a Ghana. Kessben 92.9. Example aggression. And see what we as a before aggression. And see what aggression. I don't know the back.
I'm sure my man now said na Dr. Maakye Kubi prempe energy minister and I would say or Kasad way the relaunch of a year K1TPP plant, ewo awomaso in the Ashanti region. Now the expectations are that Abba Abebedru hoidie ebetimi abua ama power no etimi ejina so in those enclaves nina. But Endra omampanyin any minister in charge of energy launch plant na the National Democratic Congress and so emu dom any emu manfo ewo street so ewo Kumase ene ne mountain so a womo vigil kese de akyerese dumso no a ewa Ashanti region no enya ade a womani eje ho kra. Henry Osei Akoto was a leading member for the vigil and he's also a leading member of the NDC in the Ashanti region, former parliamentary candidate at the Ofori Chrome constituency. Ma menino any enkomo. Henry Ochimeka, good morning and pom to say.
Nyamia Dominia Boko Damuswe, what is saying?
Erade de enkwa ache yen so ye ho ye pa. I believe say wabre.
Oh. You see the Jawa near the Asro. The Juande. Igusu aye the dindin celebrate Ghana ubia ibinya hotona santimanso so ye ho atoena inyuma fa ntuma pefa.
But why is it say among all the days more to me and selected day bia apart from the very day of mampanyin ene naso for eye nhihye say one more ebesan ba bepa eye K1TPP plant no eho entoma na afeyetimi afrase adi ne dwuma ewo Asante mantemu edi enti Andra ana mo decide say mo be mo vigil no
yo minio mama sancha Kessben Tifonia Hifonia na Kessben de bia ye bo Kessben dia na mani aje say it is one of the radio stations eba no ye ni besto kudum se na me ye adwuma o Kessben there.
Yeah.
Anyway, asam na obusa ma me nkoso straight. Now when you ask of why we did we know eye enra Mrs. Mebusa kwa say ade no mzo so enra na ni ye video no mo so e say da pa say obumba be eden abibi ade ayi nyina enim dada wo Ghana dada enye ne na eba Ghana o edi mfie be ye ko watwi ni ade wi bae ada yesu ye video na afi no mani abre a omo yes eba bibia na me enya me wonwa ekese Nana Akufo-Addo any opinion for the Naban, they've disappointed the people of Ghana so much, such that Obekaya Minia a year Emrebia a trim a year 2015-2016. Dum soa ebeso Ghana swana in free a year John Dramani Mahama. A shas here even before Rawlings if free ho a year. Papa Kufo so buy na eye dum so yi epejed mo de ni abekaya ye dia sofo kugina koso mo da mo ani ebon pa ese okai no echiri na eye Professor Mills so ne former president John Mahama so be so mo a dum so yi na epejed mo pa ejina yi hu die eye nuanu MPP ni na do ankasa enra so be adia ni enye hu omo han keka ne de no mo ye eche Ghana fu nyina that time na do mu ye nyina no ye nyina hu se nyete se bia na o ma sheda but we were in crisis, and as we speak then no so no emu se hu se ye nyinam Kenya no ho asem to say. I came to Kumasi early last month no late last month na me ba me be fa dum ade me hu ye me reho pa everywhere all we dum baby e fro e fro se kwai baby a Zenith Bank ni wo railways hono.
Okay.
Area mu ho nyina meti se generator baby a generator su. Mi ra generator obi a store ni generator so na me busa ma me ba ko se ma me na da na ekoso a. I say abrante asema me busa me die. Say you woni mu asem. Say Akufo-Addo agene light. Yeti store mu ha fon ye no me nyina se ezi ehu die eni say e da so we say dum so no aba but over here me nuanu MPP for instead of say ombe kan okre akire Ghana for any asanteman omde wada and na see dum see say they hu do mpeso buche. But what we are saying in say you were erratic power supply one and one say aban ye timetable mine e bia na say ye bedum light that say that's be they prepare your home ni ehun say e bia me tomata ye gua me no me sushi bi de jare ntem if say sabri we bedum light they say the first near no eboa then so we mu de da bi o mu de sie e na de bia Ghana fo aye no ya mu adwuma so mu me nsum ye no o mu de ye di agro na akoso achema ade no da bia re du no edru yokum me America say I do other businesses me here cold store no me other things there may cap problem na nsenya sa ade we dia bremia you'll be shocked. I've lost a lot of money all because of power ya edum ekobe me chiles ne ye normal e di chile school store no nya asa se bebrebe ehon ka te se me ka se me ka yenwie na me ken so nya me nkwa ho nipa bebre so a omuni anu om betimi akasa nya konya be kasa de se de me kasa enso ti ba bi omunyina so ho a asemi ha wo FM station a me ne mo kasa sisi mo ankasa Kessben minim problem a sa dum so ye de mu kom de bia Mr. Kessy auto diesel de bia no e be yasa the problem we ma ho eku amufidie nya na be se no enti eno ho ani bre ene ahoge kan eno an ye de ti see mountain so nyume se enough is enough. Nana Akufo-Addo Oba abeso aban mu aba 2017 na Ghana power the 96 na power ni gira so gan into one no fire power na samra bi ni ho ntoye de ni e ka kire na no anu ntini sorry say.
Yes, but you agree with me sir over the last 7 years and Kania no ejina so it is just in recent time no and outages no efrasia eba, right?
It is just in recent time, and say minute okay, say recent time, say now episode say. Is it 1 week or 2 weeks?
In just about a month, and they experiencing the very erratic ones. Abbas say.
I mean, a month. I said, now okay. Kumasi in Yanni Wahoo. Jum so is as you Kumasi Abusumini. Your April move. The last month near the light in no. Last 2 months near the light in Papa Ukumasia. Last 3 months near the light in Papa Ukumasia. And then 1 month I said. Idea a koso. But what we are saying is say Mumbai Bibi Sana Bibi Koswa. You see, Omunfa book akra Emma Yengana for na take Ghana. Say Bibi Koswa. Because stops the government so Obekache say, oh, and that's a bedroom light, and that's a bedroom light. Now if you are better for 2 minutes be a bedroom light in your shop. You don't know what is going on. Said Bakata, a dick chili junior Janina. Who's I be saying, Maya? Abra him so many swabbing wide and ding. Look at inflation. Look at everything is going up. And every fool heard their name be wide or may. It is also this animal way. A erratic power supply are be too far. Now, just say, who boya braisu? Can you say any DBBA, Minia? Can you any DBBA? So can you anywhere? FMC and America so a month food in a team. Bibia Ankoso. It is the way I say, Nana Akufuado, or then Dr. Baumia. Or make sure say in Kenya, Ejinaso. Yambe Yanu say Bekan Watum, Aya Santimemu, maybe a tremor catcher. Sa Nana Akufuado, ya, a president in the vice, ya, any Omomakana, Pumunia, Dinati, Montenso, actually almost su cassette your mamma, my say. The neck was no more. And the other day, yes, you are Tia Montes, you are Tanko Kufado said, dear Cosmonia, Ipebiso Motikuapai. We will continue to demonstrate and to say light in the Babichas.
Yes, but Henry, does it really give you some sense of relief after knowing, sir, you are relocating K1 TPP at the Aba Womaso? Installations, yeah, coming on stream, no, we will get about 250 megawatt of power. I bet me Abua a sustaining the power system no ewo eye Kumasi and any enclave ni nyina. And no some sign of relief ana.
Before remember the relief so no ade ba ko say who say Nana Kufa let me tell before Obekasa let me tell say almost say the obusua wasa no achenepa. E wi ase so no de wo fata say di ayi ma no so de ayi ma na ense hwe sabi aye K1 TPP a omudiaba aye Kumasi busa say fi fa na bai Nana Kufa do onim ho Maakye ana e ono ne kofa na bai ne kofa asa di bai ana say ne wo hodada they should tell Ghanaians so
established fact say obi anim say a Mary plant John Mahama time they buy and see there is no argument about that Anna
oh na me wow dey can say a Mary no omunka no muncheche mu yese John Mahama Mary no omuka say tia yese enya ade papa no John Mahama Mary o de buy a radio for TV for obunyina so mu 2015 na na du ya ka omuka say tia John Mahama say enye papa e ba bebo omanyika because that time they buy $510 million. Almost bida. Buy about 2017. Almost call Dubai call renegotiate here. Man could do over 900 million. And once I buy after the Ghana for any bria, Becca Ghana for say. The another down Kuku for the idea was stretching here. Who's the say their cost or buy no Becca Ghana for he was misled. So Kaiser said no ye idea what change acquainted. And that year. Ade tie no Nana Kufuado asa dane ne ho diabroni asa be gina ade na no okasetia no okasetia se John Mahama de aba na nya de papa no ene de wada no diabroni de be gina ho maso twa ho ribbon yes say embo yen se mano no ono ba be so wo yedun sama. You see, we should stop this hypocrisy. Enough of the scam and the tricks na MPP mu di Ghana for abin diagon. O me kan che o say
No, but Henry, the question I asked, you know, maybe to boss. Question of me bisa no unya no. I'm saying one. A established fact is say Ghana ni bia nim say a Mary plant K1TPP. A John Mahama in October 2015 and ye bedru Ghana ha. Obi nim. Obi anso nim say any time and will make sure say ye de be solve the doom so situation. Now the question is that ye tuya carry build, operate, own, and transfer, no, aba, boots, agreement, no, no, akwakosi, Ghana has taken over. So the question is that, I mean, why do we still want to do politics with this? Whether Akufo-Addo or John Mahama, it is now a property of Ghana. And regardless of whichever president we have in power, no, say, SSC, this solving problem. Na ebua Ghana for. Why do we go back to the past, trying to, I mean, inflict wounds, ewudada?
Yes, I know we are okay.
I'm simply asking you, sir, can we be progressive? Because these are a direct question.
We will be progressive, but history. Sometimes, you know, history. If you see a history, because we should see now. If you are married, when you say your mama and they are married by, this year I'm no case already. So we need said your mama and they are married by. But we have to make sure that fact is clear. And then they will see a car. Ye kawia de eba so no say de nyame ase say adwin papa adwoma manya ye ebe mfie wo twe achi enne na dan kwakufu ado sa adwin papa na authority enne wono akasa san ba be kasa ya de papa ye de nyame ase say enne ameri eba beboa kumase what we are praying is say ensan konkofa ekafo from na ade ba ko san ye me won bi mu ameri ni say yes, the free takra de ebe kumase nkwano $35 million. Ade minya. O ma be ne timu za. $35 million. Enu ade o be ye wo ha no. E ho ka wo di be wie no. Ye be sa de ho nsem be ba. We nyina twi o man no kofom. $35 million. Wo di ade free takra de he ya wo. Wo fa free Europe na say Asia na ba wo. Wo di free takra de he ya ba anwoma so. Me am the constituency wo he ya. $35 million. Hey, my brother. Media, we should probe it. Sika na him fa de be ne di say sika ne ye. E wom say America be ba be solve a problem am I there. But look at what has gone into it. Oh, abai we here, abai bia ordinada at Kessben and odi Ghana for the bia see. Look, but some of us we will not sit down and say, or the America, or be trying to nipa dumb baby, will be a more in some man and just so I had.
Very well.
Meanwhile, young Comesika, ye dear, if I didn't have for plane, it's the castle near the bayou. You have for plane the bayou, it's the castle. If we talk about the hair near the bar, $35 million Biden dollars. Are they?
All right, Harry, Mama, now as you pay, I'm grateful for your time.
Okay.
Mr. Bedasi, Yamin Shalpa, Enti Henry Osei Akoto, a former parliamentary candidate of the NDC, a year of Forikrom and Menino Eddie and Kobono, bringing us to exactly 7 after 8. This is Kessben on 92.9 on Kessben TV as well, and as well on social media. Enti Muama joining live on Facebook. Ninginano. We are very much grateful, sir, and opay Mode Mofidieno Ede Atoha. Pacho dial *256*2# *256*2#. *256*2# na was selected option 2 ewo Kessben cashpot no eso anope we giving away 2,000 Ghana cedis ya de ma nipa mieno obia no ebe win 1,000 Ghana cedis each and stay with us na also participate ewo Kessben cashpot no eso na anope ube win some level of cash but me emfa asidani be emma 22 bet na jewode promo no mpacho eguso a ekoso mpacho utwa ubedi enti anope uye obi a we better na games ahodo a ye bono da bia no opese utwa bet ewo so dia baby a odds no eye papa na ema more chances of winning no eye 22 bet enti anope platform no eye ba kope 22bet.com.gh and also ana obeko games ahodo ni nyina from soccer edikosi dia wo pese utwa bia aviator ni nyina no ebi ewo so 22bet.com na onso ko na kotwa bi ewo ho na the greatest assurance no ene se utwa bi a ubetimi ewini some level of cash enti anopei womo eboaye pa na endra yene wo edi nkomo bi ewa ha about a year the impending deadline GTech the Ghana Tertiary Education Council Commission womono ede aba echebo se by the end of the month of August per law and per regulations no private universities ahodo ni nyina no must be ready say womo betime achata failure to do so no what it means is that say one show proof say moving forward no I mean you have the capacity within the next 1 year or two then automatically no we invest will be closed down. Mamini a year Professor Albert Adukwe any enkomo ono a national chairman edema the Independent Private Universities Council. Na anope yemisa say how prepared are they together with their entire membership ahead of this particular year regulations. Prof, if you can hear me, good morning and thank you once again for your time.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm grateful you have joined us this morning. So first off, is there a notice that has been issued to you and then your members as well?
Yeah, well, let me give you a rundown of activities that have taken place in connection with this directive. Way back in March 2022, there was a workshop organized by the GTech. In Koforidua, the workshop was titled Charter Application Processes and Modalities. Charter Application Processes and Modalities. So it was a 3-day workshop organized at Capital View Hotel in Koforidua, where all private institutions were invited. I was there myself. There was a large number of private universities that attended this 3-day workshop. So at this workshop, we were taking through all the various things we have to do, forms to be filled, and, the processes that we have to go through to charter. So that was the first step. So this workshop took place from 31st, I think, to 2nd April 2022. Now, following that, the council, that's the Council of Independent Universities, we realized that at such a big workshop, some, members wouldn't have the opportunity to ask questions and so on. So the council on its own also organized 2 additional workshops, all in an effort to prepare our institutions towards this charter. So we organized the first workshop was on October 2022.
Okay.
And then we had a second one in November 9. All these were held in Accra here. Now, at these workshops, we invited the quality assurance officers, that the first one of the private universities, and we invited some of the experts from GTech to take members through some of the things that were discussed at Koforidua, but in a more greater detail. So the first one was a 1-day workshop, and then the second one was held in November. This was on what we call financial sustainability plan, how to prepare financial sustainability plan. Because this plan is also one of the key requirements of the chartering process. So I'll say that in 2022, GTech started the whole show by taking us through what we need to do, and then this was augmented by the Council of Independent Universities also in the last quarter of 2022. So as far as I know, sufficient information has been provided to all the institutions to go through the process.
Yes, but the big question this morning will be that how ready are the individual private universities to go through the entire processes, and then again the fulfillment of the requirement, which is a precedent before a school or a university is granted their own charter. Do your members give you that assertion that they are ready to be able to fulfill all the requirements?
Well, we've had several meetings, and I can tell you that as chairman, not a single institution has come to me saying that it cannot meet the requirement. But maybe just for your listeners, let me give you the full picture of the requirement. Now, it says that all tertiary education institutions are mandated to charter by the end of August 2024.
Okay.
Then it goes on. Institutions that are not able to meet the minimum requirements for charter prior to the expiration of the deadline, but have demonstrated sufficient cause to charter by the given deadline, have an additional 2 years to finalize their charter application with the commission. So what in effect it means is that, yes, August 2024 is the deadline, but then it can be extended. It can be extended for additional 2 years. It all depends on whether the institution has put in the application and has made sufficient progress by the first deadline of August 2024. So as I said, we have prepared our members, to go through the processes. But as I said, I have not received a single petition from an institution that says that, well, we are unable to fulfill the requirement. I'm not aware.
Prof, how many private universities are part of this council that we know of?
For the Council of Independent Universities, we are 53 in number, 53.
53 in number?
Yes. In number.
But do we still have some private universities that are not part of this council?
Oh, yes. There are quite a lot of, And let me also say this. It's not every institution that is, let me put it this way. Within the council,
yes,
we have different categories of membership. Some are university colleges, because to be a university college, you need to have at least 3 faculties. So some of us are university colleges. Beyond that, we also have some that are called institutes.
Okay.
Some are also ordinary colleges. In other words, they are not university colleges. So we have different categories of private institutions that are part of the council, and some are also not part.
Yes, I simply asked for the number because I know that basically you will be able to speak more when it comes to the preparedness of members within the council. But the first workshop you had at Capital View in Koforidua, were the membership more than the 53 that constitute your council?
Yes, in fact, more than 100 private institutions showed up at that workshop.
Very well. So the impression we're getting again is that when it comes to the Council for Independent Private Investors, almost all these 53, for the best of your knowledge, are ready to go through the entire processes.
No, I won't use the word they are ready. You see, readiness is relative. Readiness will mean many things. Readiness will mean, first, you have the ability to pay even the application fee.
Okay. Which I'm told, the application fee, which I'm told is 70,000.
No, it's 60,000.
60,000.
60,000.
Okay.
60,000. 60,000 and 50, 60,000 and 50 Ghana cedis. Yeah, that is the application fee.
Okay.
So talking about readiness, one is that the institution must have the ability to pay the application fee. That's number one. Number two, the institution must be able to show that it has what it takes, because several forms have been sent to be completed, by GTEC. So you have to demonstrate that you have the right caliber of faculty, library facilities, and so many other things. So talking about readiness means that you have what it takes to charter. You see, now, you know the meaning of charter. Charter means that you become an
autonomous institution
to award your own degrees once you are granted a charter. So what it means is that your institution must be ready in all areas of university, business. Let me put it that way.
So what it means is that per the regulations under the Educational Regulation Bodies Act, and per the requirements that I see there, for you to be able to charter, you might have fulfilled all the necessary requirements, including one, it says that the institution must have operated under a mentorship for not less than 10 years. And that is the first requirement. Two, it says that the college or its present institution must own the physical facility. So you must equally have the physical infrastructure to be able to charter. Now, the other one is that at least 60% of each stratum in the pyramidal structure must conform to the GTEC norms. Again, it comes back to state that at least 50% of academic staff must have terminal degrees or qualifications. What it means is that over 50% of your academic staff must be PhD holders. Do we have universities that have employed PhD holders that are ready to be able to charter under all these conditions and then requirements as stated by the laws? And many more others I haven't mentioned.
Good. So, yes, you have rightly stated this is what we call the norms. These are the norms. Now, certainly, at Koforidua, we raised the issue about some of these requirements. Now, look, these requirements are very stringent, and it will be extremely difficult for every institution to meet this requirement. Okay, fine. So I think that we were given the assurance that, okay, you complete the forms, bring your whatever you have on the ground, and there are experts who review whatever information you provide. Now, we pleaded actually in Koforidua that it might become necessary to waive some of these stringent requirements. So these things can be discussed, and in fact we are continuing to discuss some of these things. But I think that the important thing is for each institution to pay the application fee and then start the process. You see, you start the process. Once you start the process, at the point in time where you fall short, you have the opportunity to meet with GTEC to discuss where you fall short and how you intend to address areas where you fall short. I think that it can be handled by GTEC, but it is not a good thing not to start the process at all, because then if you don't start the process at all, nobody will know what challenges you have. But you start, and then where you have challenges along the way, you can make a representation to GTEC, and they will help you out.
Yes, but Prof, again, the concerns will be that how do I start a process, knowing very well that at the middle of the entire process, I'll be stuck and cannot proceed? Because these are, by law, the requirements you need to fulfill for the president to be able to grant you a charter. The president has the final authority in doing so. So for GTEC to be able to make such recommendations, you must equally ensure that such requirements are being fulfilled. Again, when it comes to the finances of the respective universities, the law is saying that every institution applying for a charter must demonstrate financial sustainability to be able to run the university on its own accord. So, we are looking at all these instances. We know also of the fact that the universities are facing challenges when it comes to enrollment. So, you going in for PhD holders and expending most of your revenues on these same people in terms of salary payment and all the others. How do you financially become sustained in running the affairs of the university? under a very short period of time.
Yeah, well, some of these issues I think will best be answered by GTEC. But what you are enumerating are challenges on the ground that some of the investors will face, and they are indeed real. So well, as I said, at the Koforidia workshop, some of these issues were raised with GTEC. Some of these issues were raised with GTEC. Look, it is not going to be possible for all of us to meet these requirements. But as I said, we were advised to apply. But you asked me a question which probably I want to comment on. That why do you want to start a process that you know
you'll be stuck at the middle of it? Yes.
That you'll be stuck at the middle of it. Well, you see, this is now part of the law, as you rightly said. So it's a matter of if you want your institution to survive or still be on the ground, then you have to start, because otherwise, then unless the institution then decides that look, we can't meet the requirements and therefore we want to shut down or close down, that is a different thing. But for us at the council, we are encouraging all our members to apply. You understand? We are encouraging all members to apply. We have even said that institutions that would need help, even after all the workshops, if you need help and then you call me, the chairman, that, well, you need help to fill a form or something of that sort, we will arrange to get help for you. So, well, yes, what you read are indicators to be satisfied in the chartering process. But for me, I don't think they are cast in stone. From the interactions at the Koforidia workshop, yes, these things are there, but they are not cast in stone. So the thing is, you put in the application at the stage where you are stuck, as it were. You approach either the council or go directly to GTEC and discuss your issues with them. I think it's a better approach than not starting at all. Because if you don't start at all, it means that come August 2024, your institution stand the risk of being closed down. So yes, the requirements are there, but as far as I'm concerned, that will not deter institutions not to apply.
Well, Prof, finally, with you, we are discussing this because the Council for Independent Private Investors, collectively, you have a stronger voice rather than individual institutions going in to fight on their own. Now, would the Council rather propose for mergers among some of your member institutions, or better still call for the suspension of this aspect of the law, rather than strictly allowing the GTEC to go on with the implementation of this particular policy? Failure to do so, even after 2 years, then optically, most of the institutions will face a close down or a total shutdown. So will you recommend that some of the institutions must come together and then merge and rather share profit, or the owners of the respective institution become shareholders, among themselves, rather than sit back knowing very well that you cannot still fulfill some of these things and then watch the government to outrightly shut you down? Would this be something that you propose on the table?
Yeah. In actual fact, at meetings we've had since 2022, this issue of merger has come up at our meetings. But the thing is that you can propose to institutions to merge. But then, we as a council, we cannot determine which universities to merge.
Okay.
So it is up to you or up to the institutions that are weak in terms of, these indicators to, decide on their own or to initiate, let me use the word, to initiate the process of merging. So that's one. The issue of merging is a very dicey thing. each institution was founded by somebody with a vision, to do something. Now, to ask that, okay, go and merge with this other university, it's not going to be easy.
Okay.
But each institution then should identify other institutions that have similar, programs. For example, if you look at the list, there are some nursing colleges and so on, all in part of the private institutions. All those offering nursing, for example, may decide that, look, in the midst of all this, let us begin to talk about merger. So we want this merger process to be the initiative of the private institutions themselves, rather than the council imposing this on them. But we have discussed it, and the idea sounds good to some of these universities. But the implementation of this whole merger process really lies on those institutions themselves, rather than at the doorstep of the council. But we have proposed to them to do so.
Very well. Prof, I'm very grateful for your time, but I believe we'll have more time to digest this further to see the way forward for the private universities in our country. I'm grateful.
I'm also, I want to thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And Professor Albert Adukwe Ada Meneno Eddie Nkobono Ono National Chairman Edema, the Council for Independent Private Universities, speaking to us on the sidelines of a year. Directives are Ewoho Sese, GTEC, the Ghana Tertiary Education Council Commission, I beg your pardon, is saying by 31st August, we a private university that won't meet requirement now. They will give you a grace period. Yet, won't meet here. Then what it means is that you'll be shut down as a private institution. And but mind you, we have few months to August, May, June, July. Just about 3 months, and then you have the entire August as well until maximum 4 months to be able to go through a requirement one more to by law. Now, for failure, I feel what to me I call when name. Until 31 after 8. Now, I'm actually saying.
Yeah, probably so.
You be able to.
Nyamia domara kwa bi aboko.
Okay. Maminti okakran sa.
David. Paulo, Peter Oha Paulo Kenya misem. David, of our bar, I have to. I don't have to do this.
Very well. But Mammy
tears and power. I'm not meant to me. I'm a Taumachi. And I'm a years. So I want to. I'm so the Shahasa, not to be 11 cry, cover 12, and then I could do it.
I see.
I copy boy, be I could do it. Or power for a hard one. But come in German now on your job. May a private university in India. Come watch now. You be said you come on. AI Cassadia. Yeah. You be doing come on. We need to do more to help
the privacy.
But of our body, my meetings and packer.
Very well. I was my man now 32 after 8. My man faster than be a massive Louisa local rice. I don't pay if you be no here be a local rice. I Ghana ha. Yenia yedimo Ghana mo aye papa mpacho makacho de bia so meka say e mo we no ono asi hɔ a ensay correct enti anopai obehia bi na watimi ayisu e wo fie o ye restaurant operator mpacho ye adwuma e hotel o ye chef oko event ahodo ase as caterer na wakwakoye nnuane ahodo de amankrofo weekend airby a year wedding parties ahodo ni nyina no obehia St. Louisa local rice na watimi edi odwuma bia wodi pacho say onin kran na opese wutu bi e original wo mu ana ekrobia wo mu bia no opese wutu no dodo mu na woton a sika kuma bi na obehia 5500 pe o de ba won betu bi ne dodo mu pa e de amount na afi watimi akwakoton na emfaso opi na no ana ede bebro ene se upe bi ato a oko memo shops e wo Ghana nyina no a obenya bi ato e wo ho eno achi no oboremu e wo Melcom shops ahodo ni nyina nso a obenya St. Louisa local rice ni bi ato e wo ho anopen obefra wo mo on 0277 45742 0277 45742 and after 0546 242343 na wone womo eni enkomo o nkran ene ne mpatebu ampacho obeko La Paz adjacent the Eco Bank na afi wone St. Louisa for akwakodinsa woso ewo ho womo adaroma womo ebeboa uye pa Emas Global Link Limited for adaroma ampacho womo de ubetu kwan oman bia wo pese wo koso bia ehon hyehyeye o visa application ene wo papers wo documentations nyina no ma Emas Global Link Limited for enye ho adwuma emfama wo ye student wo pese wo koto awadesua so ewa manonia pacho application to the schools ni nyina no Emas Global Link Limited for ebeye ni nyina no e de amount afi wo ti amanone oni nkrata resident permit or work permit ni nyina no oni bi and pay speak to Emas Global Link Limited na womo ebeko mo apa wa wo pese wo ye flight ticket reservation hotel reservation or call for a year holidays ni nyina no fashe eye Emas Global Link Limited for nsa womo ebedisa dwumade ni nyina no e de amount o kumase akọ asafo labor senate office no ne hwe ani mo ape ana obehu womo ewo ho afi wo nkran so a womo ewo White Cross Junction weja kaswa main road no eso womo ben eye West Africa Deco Towers for no anope ko ho na woni womo eni enkomo fe womo on 0504 203401 0504 203401 and after 0535 502499 na one Emas Global Link Limited for any enkomo anopay na endra ewo eye the University of Professional Studies auditorium something massive ana ekoso ewo ho eno ho nkomo ana menewo babedi shole but before I may introduce you of ano ma yenko na yentie na yenhwe de ekoso ewo UPSC auditorium bendra yeba na mene ofa ahye nkomodie no ase yentie mra.
We are gathered here today for a very simple but historic event, which marks a watershed moment in the political history of our country. The historical significance of this event does not lie simply in the coming together of different political entities. Indeed, we have had alliances and coalitions of political groups at different entities. Indeed, we have had alliances and coalitions of political groups at different times in our political history. The significance of today's event lies in the fact that we are initiating a process that will redefine the architecture of political governance in our country. This process, by the grace of God, will lead to the election of the first independent candidate as President of the Republic of Ghana. It will also lead to the establishment of the first truly representative government in Ghana's history. A government of national unity which will be made up of representatives from different political parties, the business community, labor unions, civil society, professional bodies, faith-based organizations, traditional authorities, and other interest groups, including traders, farmers, fishermen, artisans, among others. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, never before in the history of our country has there been a more compelling case for change and transformation in all spheres of our national life: political, social, and economic. This is what revolutionary change is all about, and has informed our choice of the name of this alliance. After 67 years of independence, we are still grappling with the fundamental challenges of development. An economy in crisis, an extraordinarily high level of unemployment,
Mami now I see 38 after 8 na no except of a year and draw the course so the auditorium of UPSA. Lawyer Boabi Asamboa Atenase of Abachi.
Yeah.
Na empom to say.
Yakopai madum dodo. Jinamina so no.
Ahodin ho.
Papa.
Very well. Yeah, that trade am pasi. And draw with your voice in na was the course so UPSA no. Ne tofa bom.
Yeah, alikura mesin ne se. Obisi where Paul. Obehu anachira. Mini ha na watu ashade ya so.
Kessben 92.9 Asidako.
Opemenu masabati. Ni nyina ne papa mu a. Se mitio. Me hwe obitio. Ai, mo had me fa ni agro. Na enra no. Ewiase me no de epime pa ne se.
Yeah.
Ewiase esesa. Esesa ntempa. Na Ghana nso atiesi mo. Esesa. Afise baby ewiase adana ni akire no. Yetra ye MPP NDC dada no mu a. Yebekachiri. Yebekachiri nse yenim ekwan ya omufa so ye omniema. Na omniema na ye no so omye no so yenim baby ade ekowie.
Okay.
Omye no de beba ni se omo betoto amane wo mo. Na oye sei na na wanye ni sei na oye sei ntimi so mi ye bie nti ebewie chia ni se mpapamu amamuo. Mpapamu amamuo no ede eka ena eba. Ekwan ba esu na de ka ne ba. Aban we betena ho wo MPP adwuma obeye mfie nwotwe no ebusia obo ye ode ye adwuma onwie amamuo no enye dakoro wo benya ni swade hunu wo bepe ho bosia wo de aso bebo fom wo besim no na obere aso NDC for by omsi the MPP for be ye nyina krono de adentia efso omso by no omudi tumi no omunkoa omne omukuo mankoa na ewiase aban sade e wo ho nyina omunkoa nti we no by omso krono de omeye nyina yekoye biye de nsaka ebe haye nti ni nyina yetwa so yekoye ye de na eka bosia no mbo eni nyina na eka ede sum ho na ndisi fo na begya boso no omso akope bosia foforo no omso abesim no mo yeko omunkoa omayi obia oben MPP bia afirimu se ifi omom ye adwuma ankura kura omdom sika omye adwuma kura eka wom so asumasi de MPP time and NDC time na adwuma pagya na onye sika nti yaba yebegu na adwuma etimi hye de hunehuna yaba obehunu nti krono ne de abomo adwuma ni nyina yedwiregu eka ne de eta ho monsoma banfie nwotwe omunwie ye de krono abomo eka ne ta ho na adwuma ni nyina yedwiregu nti mpapamu amamuo ebewie achi no mfasoa de oto aba ne nyaa no ene ka no IMF ne kakra no a wode bo no ho adwa no so IMF ba wo se menye kitiwisi chirikom na tuaka no a da ho no nti akwara kwabrani wahwe ni school sebe fufuo kura wagya wo yo wo fufuo sa twa kosi nanim obewie school abedadem na de wo fufuo twa si nanim wo tontomantisi wodwom no na wo san tua abanka na onya adwuma nye IMF say mo mfa no adwumam wo de kantimi mfa edom adwumam nti aspiti na abekwa IMF say me mbiemu me ntua enime bika ntia no so yesa wo san akoto obutom en wako school semwa IMF bibia no na chese IMF de sikai atu ho nti onko wanim amamu be ni ayesa na dom eniaha na dom ewiraho na dom gidie ani daso awo abatom no na ehwan nanso be bia wiase na du no enu ne de eye sebe fapim awo efom kra ekwan efa so buye so na enti sawo bibi atwamu no sebe de sikan ani tuo titititi no wana ho odin pa no na wa betena akonwa so ne koduru baabi afi de ehemfom si nyame na bɔ so mo metra akonwa so eduru baabi ne yesi da bi nyina dom ne nyina French Revolution no ne ade America for the democracy by say dom amamu e kwan ba so ne be fam ye be fa ye be sem ayi yenya ye hu ye nipa baako na obetra akonwa so ye to aba nti baabi eduru no ye sakira abato ne asan akọ etu amamu mu ana da bi nti o si etimi bɔ abato amamu no ho ban na se amamu boni a yehunu MPP NDC na ehwan gidie wa abato mu na ye kɔ ne sen eno ne Alliance for Revolutionary Change eni da so ofoforo obi a wo ba abesa kyerɛ mu nti obi ka sɛ o na sɛ na ofiri ekuo mu na oniku Kessben so dia bele no ayade no yeto abamaku entisa ekuo no eye nhihye bia wo mo a wo mbagi abanwa tumi na nkasa no wo mo foro senke hyen yanko wo mutrem edi koduru no masifom no mde wo mo a wo musu ni wo mo ban akobu man no se ponko a wo mutena ponko no so a wo muduru pono no a no mo sane free ponko no so no maforo tumi dan no ma japonko na bonten no mo na kwhye dem ho efise osisi ammo no obi a wabetena konwa no so bia no ne su ede soro okọ NDC mu Rollins esu odibu man no enye no bi na kununi atamils ya me fa ne krensi woni bebu man no enye no bi na owura jomama o magya na chioti yisu a ye pam no busua panyi ye pam no ye ro ne nase mpaboa o se obesan bedi akonwa enye no bi na ono nso di bu man no na che se NDC no efre no NDC no wo mu ni hihye bi egina ho a wo no wo mu de ukona akonya bandwa no wi a ekyekire wo ebo oduam nti ankre no a wo mu de na ba no se ye nto no so aba no wona wo se di pa na ekoto aba no ye den ehwe sa MPP kofo amamu obu ye no nya no bi na nanado den ebu nti ntimi mfanto so se nanado abedi echi ne doba a ode ne ba no ono nso obeye saa na se kwan ode be ye be fa so yentimi nche nti ni nyina akọ wie se ye pe obi a na ni so ade hu ne som hu na badaye ni su eye pere yo ebetimi ani nani na bakosem ebetimi agina so aka se we die udi tumi hye ne nsa obekai ne nchi obekai yen obeya de da yakoma so na kwan be so na obeye efise ono nkwan na tumi ni be hye ne nsa se de me kan tumi ni timi ko hye ba akom no edi enna oru akire matensi ensa kira ya ode ba aka ya bom afiri MPP NDC nchichemu no eye union government tenra oboso echirem omom so an credit ebede no wadi mine so woni domo no mo be ya adwuma enti bede no watime di man so no abuma na wie no chese union government no a ode ba no eye nkambu mu ye nyina ye wo mu chefa ya wo mu chefa ne se emramu no ukoye mrahye bedwam a emra ne se fadodo free mrahye bedwam beka waban ho enka se fadodo no free eku a omye dompanyi enti se uniku wo hokra no a ubetimi akwa akoye dai akofa dodo afiro nti owura chematin se sebe ya obeka ye nyina ya dwabom no ayi pese minkum nyama mu MPP NDC winner takes all no ono de obowura mrahye bedwam a obefa afiri babia ankre CPP PNC NDC MPP omnyina obesem no nkono saa se woye PNC ni ntimafaw obehwe nipa no so obetimi aye adwuma no a ofiri mahye bedwam a wasan akwa abontin wakohwe akuafom afarefom anesifom achefom asofom omomdi akonwa wahwem nyina na wafabi aka ho na chese akoye se Ghana ena sisi ni yetna pono no ho afa ya ho adwen na ya sisi de esombuma ye nyina eno ne national development plan. National development plan then ko yese me ekuo we me ba me se chinchinia me kwa ko yesu swimming pool ewo askwa madwini mu no eno mope na ukotu amena ni wi a na se obere so a na we mu bom se asemfun ben ni ejam na no ho omsusu yenso ye kosi bibi fufuro bi ewo bantama eno so mu nwie na we mu asan ba chia sa da we mu si demand me fa so be no so yensan ko swimming pool no na ye be ko swimming pool asai kura ni asan ko pa asase fufuro ye mfiri ho na ye mfa ye ho adwen se ekwan be so ne ye pese de man fa e bi sie edikan enwuma sema etiti yen ewo man yi mu economy kwan be ne be fa so sebi onipa ne sori ye de ni quantity mu a sentity ne wo school dem se wa abonten obetime gina ne naso no nso ne sa ka bibie se enya akwadwefo de ye be ye na aka ekwan be ne be fa so a ya gudi anya me di akyeye ye bitulu kwan a emfaso no dodo no beka mai mu na nsei imfudie ni ensu ayenom ye nya tu na emom no kwan be ne be fa so ye nyina ye Ghana fo ye de adwen bebom a ye betimi tu a ensei ifure ni etu de dada ansa na brofo ba ye tu ni nyina ye timi san no nsuo no usane fom anom ene udware kura ye se oto nsuo a afa afidie mu so ekwan be ne be fa so a entity ye de ma ye nkoda ekwan be ne be fa so a ya pomudin hyehyeye ni nyina ne ko wi national development plan ne no nso no ena alliance no great transformational plan no owura chere Martin Dubai omo de be ne fapim no omo de ebi aka ho omo do som omo siesie no omo de bi aka ho nti alliance ne de bere na aso de uhu no nra no ne bere na aso eye nsachira ye nkunimdie inyumadie surunku bia Ghana fo egitum ban tenten say ye fa ne say ya ene be boaye
and no there was an MOU mo signing here now before you bet to us no mame emmobo political groupings and are interested groups womo part of the alliance the edikan the movement for change and no Oralan Kojoche Martin and Edano or no Nikofabai Dr. Ebu Sakara Foster National Interest Movement or also Ewo Dr. Bishop Samuel Noi Mensa Ghana First Coalition and so Kahobi or Sanso Yasofo Ura Kwesia Daiwo Dike Union Government or no any Kofabai or no so Kahobi Mr. Sam Ofori Ampofo Ghana National Party Ekahobi Reverend Stephen Ayensu Ghana Green Party Ekahobi Mr. Henry Asante National Second Vice Chairman of PNC or also Edenho Ababe joined Mrs. Augustina Kujo Third Force Movement and so Kahon Mr. Ayer Kofi Bengo Benny Bengo and so Ayer non-allied voters of Ghana and so Ekahon and Crusaders Against Corruption for so Ekahon and about 10 respective or individual groupings and Ekahon and Dra mo signing MOU, you know. Now indications are meaning say there are more women so Ebeba Kahon, including other smaller political parties. One person will be joining them. Everybody's up to the question I asked is that about the saying that some crofwe na ye convinced say baby a modru no I mean as say mo come home bom na moma ora lunch Martin eye kandi for
enkomo no akoso na enye nkomo a eye putupuru
okay
sebio ebinum a wobobo mudin wo hoyi ene binum so a omo bopono num so mbeba efisade ne mutre
okay
you know the efe wo ho no alliance the efe wo ho ne say yenye ni twan say giso ya manyoku ana nti ankure ani mudru timiba
okay
nti pono no da ho a nkomodie no ekoso na ububobubo yi ebinum wo ho a wo mu edom ku bi na wo mu ti ku bi kura wo da no ache
okay
wo mu akọ ami ato om so aba pen so ati ase enti di omu ni nyina no so ehunu omu nya ne se ade no okodo nsakiraye nso wanya hoden titiriu bia sa nsakiraye na okodo no wonkwa ontimi mfa ma
okay
enti owura Abusakara National Interest Movement sebi onye nipa baako wono no tena apono no to ne nsa frɛ dom nti dom ebe kan ho se we di ne nkrofo ba we di no mtena ase ye o madwen so mpe so msakira man no kwa be so no mbefa no no pe constitutional reforms ye sakira mra akesi binya sa yentimi nkoye nim odikese matene nka
yes
to aba akwa na Kwame si enva wane mra.
Na remember ze mo fa Kwalumra. Kwalumra ka.
Apalusi atu so aba.
LPG
ono kura ni posters ba afi de ono ni posters di kan ba. Enti edom no wo hɔ a wo mo no o ma dwi se MPP NDC na fono wo mo. Nanso wo mo nkura no nso no o ma ho den no enti mi empimo ni mu nkotu MPP NDC to me no. Enti na ewie ha ne se Ghana fo abre MPP Ghana fo abre NDC dia ye ma won enidaso se tumi bi wo ho a emu oduru abetimi aka saa mienu no agufom nsa na te dia ene fa wo ahoden kakra no eka wo ya ahoden ho efi obi ahoden ne nyina so obi wo ho na ahoden ne wo brofum obi wo ho na ahoden ne wo ahoden wo masim obi wo ho akasa kwa obi wo ho akasa tenene obi wo ho a waji ne din obi wo ho so ani kuo na agi din ntu kika ni nyina bo ho a Ghana fo be hu se ampa mehwe ade ya mehu wom
okay
intimately di mani ayeden ato wo mo so ebema ade no ase atre na ade ndai ti sa nkomo no na akoso a no hwe a no ho January no ho a ene de tu mu se big announcement eba yedi tu mu sa abri ni nyina ne nkomo no koso shi pa nti ekoso ana kudu ba bi na obi ye machine se yedi tu se ya edie na ebesie na eduru se ne ase afedie wo se Ghana fo hu de duru afisebre no aso
okay
bosumi na mu ayewura ide broni baka se second quarter ubehu na ye kwoto aba bronya aso afini nyina gina January try na ye sa akodi bronya nti na bre na aso nti wo mo ya adwom se ampa ba bi aduru ide yenka ya hoɔden embom ye mo wiase amane se ye ni edikan na ya fefo ye den
other groups and other parties are on board, no? What do they bring on board precisely?
And I because obi ane na hoɔden.
Yes.
Obi wo hɔ a sebi.
Wɔn mo disika na eba. Wɔn mo twe dɔm de aba. Wɔn mo de wɔn supporters eba. Wɔn mo ko convincing nkrɔfo atwe wɔn mo aba mu ana. Resources ben wɔn mo de ba be supportable campaign.
Amanyo sem de. Aditi true ba ko pe.
Kessben 92.9 Asidankwa.
Say sika. Say nimdie say wotre obai say de otie bia no ekowie kokromotie enti ekwan bia obefa so a saa dom no mo ba no kokromotie benya gidie ewo wo mumu enti sika wo de pre ekohia kokromotie meboa
exactly
nimdie wo de pre ekohia kokromotie enti obi a wo ba bia no se de makadada no ono wo na die bia ewo no ho a yakono ema obi nti dodo no ba no na saa kono no ye dey etre so obi a be hase ehunu hu ewo ade num saa na ade na koye nti ye kan ye ho bom saa no ya ho ode no afide ni ye pia MPP NDC fo na gu nchen ya na do se ye de Ghana fo dodo na ho ode na yes adwuma
very well but your dial is *256*2# *256*2# na was select option 2 ewo Kessben cashport no so ba memfa asedane bi ema Fidico Poultry and Animal Feed Center for adopay womo ede eye fish premix no ede abedwamai so pacho utie me na oye obi a oye fish farming there adopay de ubehia ede ama omoa no eye Fidico fish premix a womo akwakofa ede aba pacho oye tilapia farms catfish farms anope ye wo eye premix wo ho a eye nuane no mapa a wo de ma fish na e ma wo munyi e wa pomodin mu ene akese mu pa afi layer premix no e wo ho eno ye de franco kwa wo motu nkosua no aduane na afi ya ye ne kama e de ama wo mu eboa increase with the egg production levels enti anope se opese wakokɔ no eto dodo mu dia esese oyusu eye layer premix na wo de fra wo mu nuane na wo de ye ema wo mu broiler premix no ye de fra enkokɔ a ye nye wo mu akoton wo mu ma enkrofo ede akoye nuane edie anopai se wutie me na opese wakokɔ no enyiye oye kese ni muduro no ekosro na efisika dia anopai esese wo yusu broiler premix na wo de fra wo mu nuane pig premix no eye mpreko dia ye de fra wo mu aduane opese opreko no enyi na wo ne dodo mu ede maw na afi wo ton nya sika dodo na no efri mu dia anopai esese wo yusu eye the pig premix na wo de fra wo mu nuane ne nyina ebeboa wo ye papa na toxin binder no eye baako a eyi eye unwanted materials ana toxic materials nyina no e de free emoa ne system nim aboa no ekodi bibi na enye mma no a anopei esese o de toxin binder no efra ne nuane na etwene nyina no e de free aboa ne mo frɛ wo on 0244 260190 0244 260190 and after 0242 769698 0242 769698 and after 0303 958583 na wode eye fidi kofo eni enkomo. It's exactly 9 o'clock on the dot na anope medasi ye papa pampacho yebeye ye draw edikan no surely sisi ya na ye ne first lucky winner no edi enkomo. Dial star 256 star 256 2# na was select option 2 na anope mpacho Eclipse Collateral Management say memo amane se wutie manope na uyi obi a wa japade ewo ho japade no waye nkrata e de atoso dia de obe nyina no ene se one eye Eclipse Collateral Management for ebedi enkomo wo mo beje oso yie na afi wo mo de nkrata no aye adwuma atua commission ewo ho pacho oko Abakan Street ewa Dental New Site ubehu womo ewo ho fe womo on 0266 999020 0266 999020 and after 0302 551877 na one Eclipse Collateral Management for any enkomo anopay na House of Fortune for Adaroma womo di nipa mako apem over 1,000 workers ana ekwako piemo ewo omanya ye friend Romania mu mpacho mo koye adwuma under a contract of 2 years na ebeboa wo ye pa ama watimi enye sika e de aba behwefie mpacho requirement ne simple obehia wo traveling passport obehia eye OCV medical fee kakra registration fee kakra ana afi passport pictures no mako enan na wo de aba enti se wutie me na uye obi a o construction center sector ni mu a uye mason uye carpenter uye plumber mpacho ni nyina na akwanya wei onso ochefa ewom o hospitality sector nim uye adwuma hotel restaurant dia uye bia no anopay one eye House of Fortune for any nkomo uye machine operator technician ana auto mechanic nso dia mpacho na wetwefufu ama aton kwemu anopay bra eye the first floor Amankwa Plaza B ewo Achimota ABC na one House of Fortune for any enkomo senenso say after 2 years contract renewable say otina Romania for 5 years or more onso o akwenya say ode wabusua ni nyina nso ebekọ akopie mo ewo omanya ye friend Romania anopay only House of Fortune for any nkomo on 0554 547915 0554 547915 and after 0200 74525 na oni womo eni enkomo 0200 074525 na oni womo eni nkomo anopay na womo ebeji osu ye pa kanisa fo adaroma pacho womo de kanisa heba mixture no e de aba anopay obabi tutu obabi eya oya yare ana ahye osoma akoba ne sa osisi yare no opese utu ase prekopedia kanisa heba mixture ana sese wonom oyoba ubonsa wote yaw afei gonorrhea abebe show so oye bema candidiasis ma no hamo adwen ye dia anopay esese mononom ye kanisa heba mixture ebetu ni nyina no ase prekope e de ama okotachi maya kenten taxi rank eho ana obehu kanisa baseline pharmacy bia nso obenya bi ato ewo ho across the country herbal shop bi eben obi ajewo de ewo ho na one kanisa for eni nkomo fra womo on 0247 887436 0247887436 and after 0202 990943 na one kanisa for eni enkomo anopei na womo ebejoso mene lawyer ya Boabin Asamoah ana edi nkomo anopei me ba no subiem na mebisa a very important question, an obstacle the ARC will have to overcome and no anything political parties smaller ones are in Ghana ha nyina no NPP any NDC for no etimi infiltrate ni nyina even to a far extent when elections are hold wo ko nyina no parties imienu na decide who becomes the national chairman for some of the smaller political parties. Now the concerns are Ghana for the duanano raising and it's a ARC no be a day. Now one more protected one more ama a NDC ni NPP no one more to me am a boy and remu am for confusion ama. Now the trust nipa do am a bobo one more dia one more did that the kuaho duano ebenya and the confidence one more ewo oral team no I mean election year yi said the beya one more bet me akodro and no very important. How do you respond to this, Uncle Ibi?
Boni Beka said the best form of defense is attack.
I see.
And a kwambe so na befa udo na besi anymore a dom bepe wasem beba wanim. So onemu beda ho fine.
Okay.
Say a yabo onemu mu a sebi mfudie bia emem.
Okay.
So na me chere. Enti we no yesi prono da ho. Wa wo no kondo. Se Ghana be fa ntuma pefra. Yesi e be ko yeda damu. Ne ya nimbeda ho a ye be ko nsachara yesununkum transformation a yensan ye chibiem no. Brabedom. Enti nyese bia yenya yabamu a yedi kan de yensa hye krata na se no. Ye ko hedem ne akapono na tum se yesuro NPP, yesuro NDC. Na omeba bebawuro. Obebawuro mu a okondo se obetena.
I see.
I was here yen hye sebe ya obi obeba bia no obeka fi ho a wonsan kode yesma no se omra na ebetimi abasa de a na se de mekan no eye periperio ohan nhye bi eda ho bia no yehu se esombo magana fo nhye bi aye bia nye kokwa mu nhye sebe yenkodwa enye hanam yenkodwa ye kosisi sade ne Ghana fo ye kosom ye kosom nsachira ye de ban ye kosom ketase che dwirim proye ye kwahihye galamse asenom ne ade nyina ebitwam sanye mani nyina no a ye gi
professor galamse ase
oh be mena ene be java kwa gawi wa expert wazari obedwudwe ba kire ozezia amamfo ni mamamfo nyese Ghana ha na ye twitwi ye ho ne muamua ye ho ne amamfo ni mamamfo na abamuo fufuro ba
okay ani ebe hu
bibia be daddy every ye be ma wia boy en hihye mu han pa de adru no wia sisisan se dem de hia ase no ye ntimi ntran da dam se oba wo de wano de na okotena ho wia na afi wo fom sade no enye wo dia abandwa no eyesom opepa near the place
Alan Chamatin and that level of charisma I will bet me dear winnie about why you come wafi
obia bribia ne charisma no akono wo hwehwe
okay
bribi o ha ne epi obia sabi na no de o jan na so bribi o ho so ne epi obia na bakosem ene na ni suade hunu ebetimi amaye eduro anom ne ho atoye zi Ghana ye duro ne sei ye hawo ne sei enwuma sem ye yare ye pa ani se okondo se wadwuma se betre na ekonkon ho muhai advert say na munya se ka adwuma ekoso anka ba bia mu dan isi di nko no anse obi aba bo we ma me ne ntimi nka bo we ma me ne ntimi mo we gudem bo ma me ne ntimi enkoso sa efi se ade no edwedie no nkoso wonya bi ye no kura na enkoso ene obi won so a oni bi kura ene waye nti ye how pa si eye enwuma sem ai bibie economy ejina ne naso wo hwe owura kyerematia bakosem a enya no ode eyade a waye free ni nkoda abere mu wotiti wo mu a wo mu enwuma na wo de hwe bere okodi ambassador ho mfa so a eba ma Ghana na ya pre fanwo GMPC chachuchi kata wa pre fanwo Saudi ko wie yeka o de sika koto chacha $200 million sabre no a ye kan $200 million ne sika ketwa ene ma finance minister longest finance minister Kwesibotwe na memfa na crazy the bufu ye oja ya ba mu no enso Alanche Martin ko Washington ambassador otimi konya abibifo nya brofufo abibifo munya kokudro nya tumi etimi disika eba aman mu ebetu fa wo mi nya fa anwa ene abeka ye sika sem ho ye ton so Millennium Challenge account buy onu otimi jan na so ambassador etimi kuma ye nya $500 million na sika bia ni ho anu aboa kufu sa abaga na hada the buy emi be ye Obasanjo highway enum dia e di bi share energy sector ansa na obekokura na wahye PSI ase evi say obeba ba mu no no ye adwuma ma UNDP a o na ye Enterprise Africa or the free Empretech Ghana ha and metimi aka say over 60% of businessmen serious businessmen wo Ghana otete omo Empretech nene omdi gina omo na so no akwye Enterprise Africa over 13 countries asa na oba abedi ambassador na obedi ambassador osan be ye minister okache kofo se hipik se ya nhwe ni yi ne etratra kokoo ho ne etratra hipik ho a kofo be bone bere awie no na wa nya kapre ankyere nti yenye PSI ne sen si ebesem hu enema ebitimi asakira ne Ghana ha ediska bebre no kofa anema nan senke di amanyo ahoden ni aban ahoden ta sa enwuma na chia nkene yes ye nam IMF SSS sikai ayi industrial starch nkwa senkene Ghana ye wo industrial starch factories 50 nkenchen efise banchi adododi e wo Ghana ha nyina banchi nkwa na saase no eni di etwa no 22%. That is nearly 1/4. Na se starch sebi fufuo ngwa na osi edewo bo fufuo di me na asa ade a aduane bia wodie bia starch wo edro bia obemini bia starch wo it's a business that is worth billions a year. Ayensu start here for chocolate for more Ghana this way omujai starch anom kra Thailand eko to starch wo Guinness Ghana international company koto starch what the move root beer Nestle international company no moto starch nti fa desenke was starchy 20 factories nka hena nke yawo
very well
nti ora kira Martin na bakosem enyese bia obeba betina ho adwedwa nanum aka ne na bakosem ne nani so ade hu nso ode ban great transformational plan said o sha ase no saa na watre mu ene mika say automobile debi ya okan o si government policy ya adwini o obeye bibi asache nipa abrabo de aban to mi sache nipa abrabo nye bosia ya adwini we so betimi adwini a na waye bibi na saade no afefe na fifi kesipa na so aba na ye ti dini etiase ejinwuru edi bini automotive policy no
okay
automotive policy wa anko bobosia wo IMF odwini ho wo dem enene 6 automobile companies international omnyina ye adwuma wa ha ebe wiechi ye kwaye components nso niema miensa ne de petroleum plastics iron aluminium nyina ye wobi wa ha ye process ya
very well ofa me ne uwie nche na meja na wakotu awadwuma so now enkrofo se mo sheda se especially bo free NPP ni mo baaye no mo kantamedins yes mo ma Dr. Kwame Appiah president in any case Alan prayer wo pray ni nyina no yes wo ye ni bibia wie na aben ni bo prayer Asante region no kotena na makwako cancel NPP voter e be free ho abegida just to disturb the party to ensure say party no enya a third term in office. Is that really the vision? Money so ade hu no
me nya MPP for one daji say media line chi say onkugu MPP if I so be yeah prayer mala be the president no sachira minus MPP omo so prayer so omo say omo pe ba me omo nko prayer na obi esi omo kwai me betre ma so MPP for alo
and so omo pray but mo
ma so MPP for alo speaker me betre ma bo mu di ma so MPP for alo
but say what is omo
makase mo omo nko e campaign makase mo omo nko e campaign nti me bo rache mati ye campaign enra yatimi ye campaign ama edom ahu se omdom ntuma bone dia no a ebe ye fe ye be koyanim yesi MPP eni ndisi kwai nti ye djuma o ye yasisi ne ehu se ye tutu ya na mon bia Ghana fo beji atum omde abanwa no amayen afise abanwa no ankure a odi no kure on chantro ankure tinini ankure ni suban peri yo ankure onye dufuru pe wa bata ye wosom ena Ghana fo pe no ato abama no na owura kirematin su enye se kirematin be boka be nenam ho se MPP fo di ngugu na nefa no ho be omonye omungugu bi kodi omunyiri omunu omungo obi ani omu adaji sa ai
yesi campaign no kwa region bia no ho amobeko Ashanti region na mbetena
hwe anfu eno ope no de fufu ye de Ashanti region enye de bia ye ko to ababa ye nkasa Ashanti region ko atimi etwa region enkunumu ndi se otena dem na osisi na hwe se se me fa nya da me ne yeto meti yom kwakwa na di ebiem na hwehwe ndi se unim se wo to da me na opiepia so ha ne beko na wasumu fidie fefefe na su fidie ni yi edi ebiem na wo hwehwe ndi me se wọ́n ọmọ yẹ dẹ̀m ní ọmọ nsu wọ́n yẹ dẹ̀m ní ọmọ nkeka ẹ̀fisẹ̀ di aka wọ́n ọmọ àánú no ẹ̀fidie bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ọmọ nsum ọmọ ní fidie ní ho adwin a yẹsẹ̀ ontimi oníẹ̀ma so a ọsẹ ọkẹsìrì nyẹ.
Of 16 regions na hàn ifá na mo strength wọ pa ẹ̀yìn ifá na mo ahoɔden wọ
yẹ deɛ
regions du si ẹ̀yìn nyinaa
ntina alliance ɛho mfa so ɛfisɛ obiara ne baabia na hoɔden ɛwɔ ne yɛka hoɔden ne nyinaa yɛ den abom obi wɔ hɔ a nimdeɛ obi wɔ hɔ a dodoɔ yɛ na ɔhwɛ aseɛ seseeɛ no ne nyinaa na ɔka bom a ɛyɛ Alliance for Revolutionary Change alliance a ɛbɛsa kyerɛ Ghana afutum yɛbɛ biaa Ghana yɛbɛ biaa yɛ haw say ye economy say ye politics say ye social bebia yare abam the alliance no be futu bibia dane ani fufuro Ghana nyina asachira Ghana am ye tui anamon no nko a ye nsan ye chibiem
very well
yakoye no
afa mesa ba so sesi ada mame nkoda me ne St. Louisa enye adwuma emra na enkrofo bebre na so asend messages ebisa questions enti ya ba mekan anu ayi anu ama me ansa na ye de esi afa Maakye
yeah new speaker
na empomoti se
yakopon adum
erade adom me so be ho ye pa bibia ye fine ya da twedi ampon ase St. Louisa local rice atena se anopei na wo mo abai no medical catch we local rice Ghana mo ayaye o Ghana ha nyina ebeboa wo ye pa ofa mami chio anopei na ye
ya da Ghana for us St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice St. Louisa rice send ebrebia ya ba Ghana for ya na mo kasa na ya sremo na mo so muguso ya mo boa yen no se ukodwemu a eye Ghana ha de edwa bia o Ghana bia no yakopon adom yetimi penetrate okọ no ma ubenya yen brand ni bi ato St. Louisa local rice ye color no red and oba bi photo edam finfin tuntum kakra ye color no red and oba bi photo edam kakra St. Louisa local rice uko jomu a emo ba akopɛ eno na chi emu bia ne ho biem eno nkwa ne emo aya udi na tambia me ba me besra Ghana for masra omguso so eboa me omuti madesra de se oto St. Louisa local rice no na oboa ama obi anya adwuma aye oto St. Louisa local rice no na oboa ama kuani bia ya ote ba bia ya convince na se ondo emufuo na ne ho to no se kuani ni do emufuo no a or the St. Louisa local rice na yeso ya process na da badwa so o to St. Louisa local rice no na sika ni bi eka oman mu ha aboa me no mienu da bia me ka me se obi a nim sika twitwidi ya tam ne kwakra emo e free obi ekro so e de ba over whatever years ye nyina ye nimu no yakopon ya adom ene Ghana for yankasa so ya di we di ya di mu a eti yesrem momwa na ye di yentimi kwanim kakra na ye nto na sika so enka omam kakra na yentimi fam wa ya ho St. Louisa local rice he chira kwan a Accra hadom ye La Paz opposite Tobinco Pharmaceuticals St. Louisa local rice Accra he ye La Paz opposite Tobinco Pharmaceuticals oko Kumasi so ye Adekalas Memorial Building St. Louisa local rice and I sound so tech Maxima Goyen filling station also open St. Louisa local rice na Accra house so no yaboafo a omotaye che ye omoboan omadwene kuafo ho a sese omabeka ho ba ko ye Aseda wholesales okay o pebi ato na was Spinters area hono a or Spinters opposite the Zenith Bank Aseda wholesales uberu ma so open St. Louisa local me pa cho me musa mu bia also open Ghana for mo na friend St. Louisa local rice oto a sika ne beka krum ha no oto a kuani benya sika akra se no oto a be ma nkrofo anya adwuma ye no St. Louisa local rice na wo hwe me pa cho ye mu bia ma so da bi enye St. Louisa local rice onto Aseda wholesales create so sanso Lashibi Sharon Sport nungwa area ho nyina no a ofa Aseda wholesales Sharon Sport a kwa obenya St. Louisa local rice udu Kofodua opposite commercial bank St. Louisa local rice yo ho opposite commercial udu ho no ma also pe bia ton St. Louisa local obehu se ye kwa bo ma na bo ho no St. Louisa local rice na oto a na kuani ehun to no oto a na sika na bi ka kromu ha no oto a wankasa wapo mdin kwa ne hu hia no St. Louisa local rice Kofodua ehon ne yo yesa Kofodua in front of General Hospital St. Louisa local rice okwo ma obenya bi na Kumasi so no okwo ho no ma sanso odo so pio pa Swami magazine Anomanye post office ho no ma Quebec Enterprise okwo no ma so St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa natural perfume rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice chief say before mesan koso no agent for na ya mo ba mu no nyame ya adom agent for na ba distributors and as agent distributors no o ma ba ma say o mo boy papa enti da o ma se is o mo adi ka be GB no ebi no ma ba 3 times 4 times and a profit ya o mo making nyasam ketwa na de o say still St. Louisa local rice the same problem beam sika no a omo frɛ a omo eba mfufuro no ofra o sim disika na ba boso mi se na menya sa de no speaker wadaro mem se dem mi wi wadaro ma bi ha obebo am na wabo ho kaka me pa che yen gi sika se boso mi so abeji dividend ana abeji mfaso bi ko da bi yesi be ye agent sika wo hia ye 5500 Ghana cedis wo be ye agent 5500 Ghana cedis sa sika no o de ba na dey register na ya san bro elmo ni bi about 20 bucks na ye dey bro ye dey bro a eno na te so be agent na so obeton na ya kire mfaso a obenya ene kwan ya befaso ye beboa mo waton ena se obi eye se uni adwuma ye na se otifi na se uni adwuma ye na obi obetima box kakakra a obetima fa 20 bucks 5500 and above se no wanya adwuma o ye prosini o ye soldier ni o teacher ni o ye taxi driver o ton iron rods o ton pure water o fie o ye fa adwuma bia o ye bia St. Louisa local rice St. Louisa natural jasmine perfume rice aba o se wa bia na promo se adwuma we obetimi de ho ahyem na aberewa bia na se offer me speaker na ne ba o Germany and our friend na me hwa kasa na say awo ha me so 75 70 na almost 8 am say adan o sika ye de bre me ya me de hospital no maka kire me na ba ko say ye fa me St. Louisa local rice me say na be ya me ha me ba no e wa abrochiri na we ni menya turnover me slow obi bia timi bi na eboa na nkofo so enya sika pa dwe hu ye na fa mabedom St. Louis local rice afi so partnership no so ye ntwa mu yegu so because adwuma no mu bie no so no na ehia partners na emu abie more partnership no offer me a na ya chechire mu eno no ye different from agency wo be partnership so wo be kan ye ho na ye do na ye produce na ye di bukrom na nkofo nya bi to na sika no so wo ba St. Louis local rice St. Louis natural jasmine perfume rice St. Louis rice na color na ye red Mr. wo kodwomu a bomodin also pe Ghana mo na e St. Louis local rice no de oto aya na kuafo ho ato mo no de oto na obi nya adwuma aye no de oto na sika bi aka kromu akakra ametima bi kakra de abo menu mienu dwe hu ye mesra menu aba ma nyame ba dwe hu ye pa se wura dwomu a emo ese oto na St. Louis local rice enye bibia keke o se ye wo awdie mu eno krampo na eno achi krampo na sanso wo apomdin fa so bebrebi oto so a eboa menu mienu St. Louis local rice na mane ye 0543 24 23 43 0543 24 23 43 St. Louis local rice 0277 452 742 St. Louis local rice 0277 452 742 o he chira kwan a eno aso beba Accra ha de La Paz opposite Tobico Pharmaceuticals Kumasi Adeklas Memorial Building and answer Tech Maxima Goyen filling station ehon ibutu St. Louis local rice oto aya eboa o man eno ana ese wudi
very well afa bamenda wase no pay na mpacho hyane nso biem opese wo ye distributor wo kura wo so no ananso se opese wo ye distributor wo regional wo bu no a de oba nyina na ne se obefre St. Louis afo enko send sika no mpacho da bi wo di sika no ba na yetu emo no e de amount de duduom na afi watimi akwakoton enya emfaso dodo pi na adopay wo mwadaroba wo so aboy 24 after 9 but your dial star 256*2# na me first lucky winner no but your phone na dum so my na yentimi ne oni nkobo ye beye your second draw no shortly na afi ye ne your last winner no so edi nkobo dial star 256*2# na me pacho tie ha exhibition bi baso na we no a strategic exhibition na ede aba exhibitors and afi vendors ahodo amowo construction sector no emo the new generation na emu ye up and coming real estate developers amaba construction sector ni mo nyina no adopay mpacho we developing properties ahodo dia as I say we are part of the property fair 2024 ano pempa cho de obe nyina no ene se no so say ye the fair no e de grow the product and property fair no e baso 2024 de no e wo eye the Accra Digital Center e won kra ha na ye the date you know akwa Friday the 10th of a year the month of May bosumi aye kwa korem enti eye both 10th and then 11th of May ana ye di jumedi nyina no e de ebro but you person will participate here will betia 3,000 Ghana cedi pe na afi waba be exhibit u product ahodo a wo nyina u designs ahodo a wa ye nyina structures ahodo a wo ye nyina no mpacho betimi aba na wabe showcase na wo ne Ghana fo nso aba be di nkomo afi ye de animdefo a wo mo eye professionals are one in the from Kokra, our construction center, ana ede eba. Now, the Abema were innovative enough, using modern trends of technology and the service providers. And in the four, one more name service delivery home and como, ana eba ababemo at this year. But you better our dear, Amba won't so what to me and in dear pa. The stakeholders within the sector. About construction no ana eba together professionals but your umiti womu kita the relevant authority ebeboa ma wonso o business awoye within the construction sector ni na no according to me pa enti so say on the 10th ekwa the 11th of May the product and property exhibition fair no ebebaso ewo the Accra Digital Center opese we exhibitor na obe showcase oniema opese we vendor na obe ton oniema ewo hono ma kwacho for participation no obe friend numbers ahodo edidi so nyina na afi wo booki wo stands ewo eye property fair ye de ebra we mo kwacho frɛ wo mo on 0241 812 408 0241 812 408. I feel better me a friend 0202 131 615. 0202 131 615. And after 0265 321 330. 0265 321 330. Now, only one more ending for the organizers of this event. Now, I'm proud to say, Sir Kessben Media and Kessben FM 92.9 are proud sponsors. But you ube to me so abaha. Yen officer I was that twin tower so circle ha. I just sent a yet tell us office no. Na after what person participation to wa baba beje wo form there. Ebeboa pa exhibition here for the property fair no. But of ahoshim na ye nim komo about real estate. Kwan abefa so a obenya dan atene bo obesi ofie ene de ka ho nyina no. Fair yase ye be chiri nyina no ewo ho. We developer kwan abefa so a obeton wo dan. Obesi product ahodo a ne bo ebeye fo na nkrofo betimi ato bi nyina no. But you decide to no no nyina no e de beba and pay be a part of it. Na obenya mu chefa pa. 28 after 9 na enche na mene eye Uncle YB wrap it up. Uncle YB baby aye do no nkrofo do na no e bisa questions. Joseph Tano was Shama in the Western region. I say good morning Mr. Speaker. He is not the communication officer of the New Patriotic Party, but he was a few days ago. So he does not know, or he didn't know all the things he was talking about the NPP. Now, before he even became member of the Movement for Change, he had told Ghanaians a lot more of things that were good about the NPP. Now, you do not have to harm the hand that feeds you. So you must remember his past. Joseph Tano dia wade abanono. Also you must remember your past, Uncle YB. And so if you do that, no, yes, no. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please tell Mr. Boabia Samoa that they should speak to Ghanaians direct. That is what you mean. To win the massive vote and the popular vote among the Ghanaian people. Our parents, that is what you want to say. Our parent who couldn't go to school will not really understand some of the things they discuss on TV and radio, though they have my vote already. I am DJ Shell from Wase Krupon. DJ Shell, thank you for a message, you know. Wadiaba and Openge. Uncle Wabi Osi Munsi form. NPP is the king. He's been okay. I don't really get the content in the year. One for within so anchor home. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. My name is Ralph from a year we are more say in fact Movement for Change. You have vision, but the NDC will win December 2024 election. Greetings to Evans Amo Chumesi, incoming MP for Efija Setre East constituency. Thank you for a message. You know, Mame Enkai we say forming alliance does not guarantee you that you can win elections in Ghana. So Boabia Samoa should stop tickling himself and laughing at the same time. Regards to Seche Kumewu DC, the Honorable Samuel Adai Ajekum. Thank you for a message. Wadiaba. Bamin Kainwe, we say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, I want to ask Mr. Boabeng that where were all these ideas he claimed the Movement for Change have when he was an MP for the ticket on the ticket of the NPP. All that he wants to do is to distract the prosperous change and chances of the New Patriotic Party in the 2024 elections and to give the NPP a showdown. But we, the NPP, have the real showdown men to show them surely come December 7th. Titi, Odiwe Efibrekum, Anna Ede Ebae, Medase, any message, this one says that. Okay, messages no ebofasu bebre. Okay, was it? Please tell Mr. Boabeng Asamoah to talk about teachers because teachers can help them win massively in the upcoming elections. They are really suffering. Fred Edwefi Kumasi Anna Ede Ebae. Fred, thank you for a message. No, I kind last one. Na Uncle YB enyi na no emame. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Recruitment of temporary officials for the EC election 2024 registration exercise is ongoing, but EC excluded rural banks, which has never happen. Please help us to know why. Thank you for a message. David, a year Atebubu, and I will send it away at the buy. Uncle Wybie, answers to questions.
Sebi, and this epono, will be no two. And this Sebi will car tight. Apai no two, na deco. Obiade na drink. Na the made or the working kind me answer a pusu a binum so me MPP more casa. Every be a cable no more than no Zava don't know who now trivia. A check crowds, I'll grow fool, you know, from Torbu now trivia. And a pusu among more casa day, Kai day.
Kai watch.
Na make it a pammin. You make it because of my medino. You make it because of my medino.
I see.
Anna, send me MPP. Anna, me MPP.
As I say, someone you're a member of the party.
Minka home, and tea other than me, ya dear, Yamia dum. Ni Ghana for a casa, a sumboma Ghana, no more titi. So,
yeah,
Tina me kind no, me say, won't mean so near my house will catch it. And yet, woman sees you cashing, no monso. Have you said movement for change?
Yeah,
I'll Rachel Martin, a Dano, and in alliance partners, a Kahunina, name Ghana First Coalition, Omunina, Union Government to the Omunina say, anybody Abba,
okay,
say Abayano, Yadisha Obia or Abadayensa, Obia or Etrenini. Obia periperio anything. Obia unchantro. Obia ni you, you. Obia ojina ne naso a osom. Esum fo obia wa badaye. Obia na bakosem eche se na ade bia wa ye pen bia no edom dodo. Obia na ni su ade hunu ebesan adom dodo atre. Sa nipa no eye Owura Martin a wo ba amiaton na mamae no. Mine be gina tum. A mine, if you see son. One mom to about Ghana, no matter MPP and DC. One mom to about Ghana, no. One mom who say, would the 2 minutes you be inside? It didn't fear night. The same fear nine. One for uncle is summa or Dobako Haim. And tea about one Kukrumotino, she say, yes, sing. Make go Haimu, and I make go sumu. I finally find him. A high cacrenim sum cacrenim. Wa mera. Ubenya in the same crop for some koto abano munya ada breno petwem ye kwayenim eye Alan John Kwadwo Martin Alan Cash Movement for Change Alliance for Revolutionary Change etanechi including the
yes my last question on the ballot paper no Yebehu Movement for Change and now Yebehu ARC.
Movement for Change.
Movement for Change.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye. The no alliance and yes bia Yabeka ya ho bom se obi eja ne fie din ato.
Okay.
Broni beka se loose union.
Okay.
ABS Ghana pen. 1994 96 election. And so omuki kan bo mu 94 e 96 election. So okay NDC 4 any compromise parties be no omo for mu Progressive Alliance. Oman si son modin. And omo so form Great Alliance. So ansi son modin. Nti alliance ultimate ama obi ono eya adwen. Ne kondo de oye bia na otimi de na ho de be body mu. Na obi ade ne fie din eko. Nti omo nyina tai Owura Martin achi. Aboa no abone chidom ama na pre abaanwa no. Nanso edin a ode beko ballot paper na be baso no e afranto.
Okay.
Movement for Change.
Movement for Change.
Inshallah, so the for Franto. Okay. Too far. Alliance for Change. Ratija. When you said the mano, just say BB Bessie, BB Bessie. I just so BB Bessie, BB Bessie. Alliance for Change. Ratija. Teacher.
Yesu and